What's up everybody, this is Alexei, you're watching Driving Approach. Today I'm in sunny Florida, somewhere in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And today we have a Ford Mustang EcoBoost Convertible. As you can see, the car is a little bit filthy because someone was watering the plants and trees around it with some salt water, I think. And of course it got on it. So right now we need to find the car wash and make it look better. I can barely keep my eyes open because I have sweat going in them. So here we have a Ford Mustang EcoBoost Convertible. This one is a premium trim. There's a base trim and premium trim, only two trims for the convertible Mustang. Oh, look at this, we have another red convertible. Base will have like cloth seats and of course way less features. This one is leather seats, heated and ventilated seats, and you have keyless entry, and of course you can start the car remotely. It needs to be locked, and then you double click this and it starts right away. This car has a 4-cylinder inline turbo engine that is direct injection. It produces 315 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque. I had a chance to drive a V6 Mustang before. This is actually first time experiencing the EcoBoost, the turbo 4-cylinder engine. To be honest, acceleration-wise, very similar. Gas-wise, this one is a bit better. And for the 2025 or 2026 Mustangs, you can only choose V8 or a 4-cylinder turbo right now. But they still have the manual transmission, I believe only for the V8 though. I think number one reason why people buy cars like this is because of how they look like. It's sharp, aggressive, sporty, drives fun as well. In the back you have the dual exhaust on each side. You have these very classic headlights, because if you go and look at Mustangs from 1969, the first Mustangs, they also had 3 headlights on each side. So it's very original design, I would say. You always have your pony. We're in Florida right now, so the plates are only in the back. I think we should do that in Ontario or everywhere in Canada and US. Let's make that happen, because why do you need plates in the front, right? You have a beautiful front, just like this car. Why cover it with a plate? Well, we have a convertible. I think it looks very sleek. Additionally, it's like you can see that there's like some, this kind of like, I don't know, I want to say carbon fiber-ish, but it's just like plastic bumper. But it looks nice, like these lines, they add a little bit more sportiness, because I think in the base model it will just be black or different color. And of course you can see the sensors to make sure that you park properly. You have the 18-inch rims. They're black and gray. I think they're pretty cool style. You can find something a bit better looking in the aftermarket, in my opinion. You have a very huge door. That's just like in all the other coupes. Continuing from the back, you still have the same finish for the skirts. And I personally really like the finish of the Mustang saying here when you enter the car. All the other cars and all other brands, they also put the name of the car, of the model there, but I think this one is done pretty nicely and neat. And let's continue to the front. Whoa! Keyless entry, nothing special, but it's cool that this car has it. Actually, the base model, I think, doesn't have the keyless entry. So you just click here and the car locks. So, well, if I wouldn't have the key, it wouldn't open, but because I have the key, it senses the key. So I put my hand inside, it senses it, and you can open and get right inside of the car. Well, and in the front of the Mustang, you can see the iconic front look. Some people are saying that they went a bit too far from the original one or from the previous generation, so that's why it looks a little different. In my opinion, it looks better, more modern, sportier and aggressive. And in the side and in the back, you can see the same linear finish for the front bumper and here under the grille. Yeah, no front plate. Still has the plate bracket. Probably came from Michigan, because that's where the largest final assembly for those cars is, in Michigan. So you can see over here and over here, same design of lines like you can see in the front, well, in the back or on the side. I'm planning to get this channel to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're going strong right now. Thank you very much everyone who is liking and subscribing. Please continue doing so. Share the videos with your friends, and let's get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Let's go. Welcome to the interior of the Mustang EcoBoost Convertible. As you can see, we have 2 huge tablets available for you to use. There are a lot of buttons and many things to press, like this Mustang emblem, for example, that gives you so many things already. Track apps, acceleration timer, brake performance, lap timer, many things to play with. And this specific car is also premium, so you have your ventilated seats, heated seats, of course your heated steering wheel, which you don't need at all right now, but it's pretty cool. I love this. It's a really fun car to drive. I've been driving it for past 2 days already, so getting used to it little by little. Found the ventilated seats. I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I love that feature when it's really hot outside. Here, I love this area as well. Beach, ocean, beautiful trees, just amazing vibe. And a convertible, of course. How can you be in Florida without a convertible? Let's just make a little stop and turn right. We actually didn't get to Miami Beach yet because we just arrived. In the past 2 days, we've mostly been in Fort Lauderdale. Are we turning right here? Left? I think I should turn on the GPS to know how to get there. Again, okay, first button is the annoying start stop, which I'm not used to at all, so I'm always turning it off. Especially in a sport car, when you want to go fast, the moment you let go of the brake, you don't want to wait for the engine to start and stop, you know? There are a lot of very pretty and interesting birds here. Yes, that's a yes from me. If this car had more space in the back and 2 more doors, wouldn't be able to be convertible, I know, but I would be way more interested in it. Too little space for me. Just for vacation, it's perfect, but for day-to-day driving, I kind of want a little more space. Kind of like I had the Genesis. It had the same performance as this one, plus minus. It was all-wheel drive compared to this being rear-wheel drive. That one had more space for me personally. The other downside is the electronics, that it takes so long. I want to turn this off. What do I need to do to turn this off? I just gotta wait for it to disappear. I'm getting used to the electronics too, but first time you get into the car, they're too laggy comparing to other cars. That space, and maybe just make it a little bit more luxurious inside, even though this is the premium package, the leather and the ventilated seats kind of make it a bit more luxurious already compared to the base. Besides these 3 things, I think it's a very nice car, as long as it's gonna be for the right price. This one is 40s plus minus, and the base one is 30s plus minus. You can get already many cars like that. You can get some German cars, a lot of competitors, especially for a convertible with a premium. That's top, so it's like probably high 40s. Based on how much this car is, it's not worth it. Like if it will be cheaper, it would make sense, but for the price that it's being sold, I would say you can probably find a better alternative that I personally would choose, and not this car. But it's still fun, and we're still gonna test drive it and enjoy it. I always like to play around with something that you can press on. It's actually not that bad. I like the steering wheel. Like they improved it. It has like a flat bottom, nice leather, large buttons. What is this? Oh, there's a button to open the trunk. That's convenient. Just trying to get to Miami Beach. It seems like there's a lot of traffic. Sunny Isles Beach. There are many buttons here to play with. Of course, there are all the regular controllers for the, setting up your mirrors, opening and closing the windows, locking and unlocking the doors. You have your automatic headlights, specific button to open the trunk. A lot of cars don't have a separate button to open the trunk. I'm just curious. Let me see if it opens and then close it. 1 second. Yes, it did. Very convenient. Like I know many cars that don't have a button either in the back to open the trunk or here. That's a thumbs up. You can increase and decrease the light of the tachometer and speedometer on your dash in the front. There's this little thingy for the coins. Can I show it? This thing. For your gas money. This is where you can put it. This is how the dash looks like. And then there's this cool button which changes the steering. So for example, this is comfort, sport, or regular steering. This here is lane keep assist and the cruise control, just like in all the other cars. And here you have your volume up and down. Whoa! Did you see this? You can always have fun with something. Custom mode. There we go. Normal, sport. Oh, it's you customize how you want it. Okay. So this is where you change the mode. So there's normal, sport, track, and then there's drag strip, slippery, and custom. Wow, I love those animations. They're so cool. Normal, sport. So we can put it in sport, play around a little bit, you know? Let's see how the track looks like. Ooh, fancy. So you go, turn on the track one, then you go to track apps, acceleration timer, 0 to 60 miles per hour. You do drag race lights, and then you go start, and then it flashes here, and then it will go boom, boom, boom. Press OK to start. There, green, yellow, boom, and off you go. And it will measure the acceleration. Pretty cool. So you don't need a draggy to measure your track time or just regular acceleration. Everything you need for a sport car, eh? It's pretty cool. A lot of cool features to play around with. My favorite button is probably this one, and the one that puts it in the sport mode. My color. So you play around with this. It's very customizable. Cluster theme. You can be in normal mode, but you can have a track dashboard if you want to. It can match the drive, which is fun to do, which I like, but you don't have to if you want to use one that's not paired up with that mode. If you're thinking of getting a Mustang 2025, there are different trims, of course. There's the base one that's not a convertible, so you'll have the cloth seats. Then you can move up in a regular coupe. You will get those seats like with leather, or you can move up to a convertible, but the convertible starts with the cloth seats again. So in the convertible, you got to move up again to get to this one, which is convertible with leather seats and kind of ventilated seats. So it's like a premium package, premium trim. The only thing that this one doesn't have, which I was trying to figure out, because I don't think it does, it's the premium sound system, because they would always show you the brand, right, of the premium sound system. I do see there are a lot of speakers, so at least 3 here, so 6 there, and I see speakers in the back as well, so like at least 8 speakers. That's the only thing that this specific car is missing from being like top tier. In the back, you have those seats. I guess I need to try to sit in the back, right? I haven't sat in the back yet in this car. I have sat in the back of a Mustang before. But not this one, and I think it's time to do that. There's not enough space yet for me. There might not be enough space for me at all. They have like this latch here that lets you pull the seat and you can get to the back. Let's close this door. Oh. Looks pretty fun. I want someone to drive me now. Hey, quieter please. No, but what I wanted to say about the seats in the back is that they're bucket seats. So if someone is going to be cornering a bit harder at the driver's seat, they'll be able to hold you. So you're not going to be going left and right that much. With an open roof, sitting in the back is fine. With a closed roof, there's way less space. I think we should test it out. I hope I'm not going to regret this, but we'll see. Ooh, so much more intimate all of a sudden. Yeah. Sorry, just trying to see if I can get comfortable here. It's not that bad. Like this, if you sit. How are you? I'm great. How are you? It's much better with an open roof. Just for a little bit, it's not bad. If you're shorter than me, you'll be more comfortable. If I'm by myself and no one else, like it's fine with open windows, but like, no, I think at least the roof needs to be open. Oh, you can see what moves when you move this, and when this locks, only then you can bring these windows up. Only if you fully lock it like this can you close those windows. Yeah. I was just trying to figure out where do you put this when you open it. So you just leave it like that, and it goes inside just like that. No problem. Oh, much better. I usually check if I can fit into the trunk of the car. Wasn't able to find a spot where to do it without looking weird. This is how big it is, but I don't think I will fit. But someone a little smaller will fit. That's why you have this thing to be able to get out if someone locks you.
And two small dogs.
No, small dogs is the front in EVs. This one is for big dogs.
Okay.
Big dogs. One who has a Mustang and is encountering a problem like this, I found a way to fix it. Just a temporary fix. You just physically move the window. No, you put 2 fingers. Yeah, it looks like it fits. No, not yet. There we go. You just need to not overdo it like I did it. There we go. I think this is perfect. Let's see. Yeah, I think this fits. Perfect, perfect. So I found this cool gadget or page on the dash that shows you cool information about the engine of the car, which I always really like. It tells you cylinder head temperature, engine oil temperature, transmission oil temperature, vacuum boost in inches of mercury, inch Hg. Did it change? It changed to vacuum when you're going the other way. It does it? Yes, it changes to PSI. It's interesting, that's why I wanted to talk about this. Inlet air temperature. That's so cool. I want to see this information in my car. So I know that it's 107, 106 Fahrenheit. I know, I like stuff like this. Like I would be checking it. I actually have OBD2 scanner that actually gives you this information to your phone. So maybe I should connect it and check it in my car because I can get this information through fixed. But it's pretty cool that here in the Mustang, you have it information right here in your dash, just like the accelerator for 0 to 100. So with this car, you don't need a draggy. You don't necessarily need any additional scanner to know these parameters, for example. I think it's pretty cool. Like that's a thumbs up for this car in my opinion. It actually shows you the voltage of the battery as well. You can see that it's charging because you're driving, so the alternator is charging the battery. So it's 13 right now. It was like 12.9 when I started talking about it. Neat. I like this. Let's make this in more cars, please. Good job, Ford. Overall, it's a fun car. I think that it's a very cool car to get during vacation. Maybe not the best car for every day-to-day driving, especially if you're not in warm weather. So like somewhere in Toronto, maybe I would not recommend it, but in general, fun car. It's nicer to drive it somewhere when you can accelerate it a bit more and maybe drift it a bit. Yeah, but it gives you the fun that I wanted during the vacation. So I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out my previous video, which is a test drive of a Mini Cooper Countryman, and look forward for the new videos. Thank you. Bye.